Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop in this edition of How To. This is going to be part 4 of assembling the STIHL MS462. This was a job subbed out to me, and so we're just kind of putting it together. We struggled a little bit with the shroud. Our hardware is all disorganized, and we're struggling to find a couple of parts like our worm gear. But for now, we're going to go ahead and continue. We robbed the last few parts we need off of our crankcase, our old crankcase. So I'm going to go ahead and install my spark plug here. Okay. And I think I grabbed the wrong wrench here. No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, spark plug nice and snug. It looks very crooked, maybe. Seems like it didn't thread in all the way. Not quite sure there. Well, we'll give it a whirl. Okay. We'll put our boot on. We've got all our wires to our carburetor re-hooked up. I've got my air filter over there. We're kind of stuck on this side because we don't have our worm gear. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we can attach our tank here. The screws are all mixed up. I do not know what is what, honestly, which is making things a little bit of a struggle. I don't know. I have some collared screws here that I don't know what they go to. I'm guessing that's the recoil there. So right now I need to find a spring for this, or a bolt for this AV spring here, and I think it's going to be this one. Okay. So we're just kind of trying to figure everything out. What goes to where? Okay, that's going to go there, and then let's go ahead and get our wrap handle on. Okay, so our wrap handle has a piece to it that I need to find. Yep, I missed that piece. This goes on our handle down here. Bear with me. I don't know this saw. I'm trying to figure out our last few parts. I have this part here. Apparently I missed this shroud too. So we'll have to go backwards here a little bit. Unplug our thing there. Let's see if we can't get this back down into where it goes. So apparently I need to move a couple of screws. We must hold both these things down. Okay, so I got to remove that one and this one holding this wire. Okay. So let's see if we can't shimmy this down in there. Okay, there we are. That just goes right there, and it kind of has a couple of places that it kind of clips into. Make sure our wires are routed correctly. This red one needs to go underneath here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. And that goes down there. Excellent. So let's go ahead and put that back on, or these screws back in, I should say. Maybe. Okay. Still missing a couple of screws here. Okay, now let's go ahead and attempt to put our wrap handle on. Okay. So we have this here. I know there was a, oh, I've got to go backwards on my muffler. I can't forget that. There's a brace here. Okay, this is going to slide up inside your handle here. Okay, let's see which way it goes. It's only going to go one way. Okay, that will go in there. Okay, and then this piece down here will go inside our tank, I believe, or against our tank, I believe. Let me make sure here. Let's see. Does our spring go down? No. Okay, it's going to be like so. Let's see here. Bear with me a moment, neighbors. I'm just looking and trying to think. I don't see a place on our case for this spring to screw in. If it went up like that, that seems correct. There we go. Now I see the hole for our spring. Okay, so we'll get that hooked together. Okay, that goes down in there. Okay, pop that on, and we've got our long coarse thread screws here that we use for this. If we can get it lined up. Come on, baby. Gotta slide it down a bit. There we are. That should work. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. I've got one more of those screws. Again, all my screws are not organized. I don't know what's what. I've got a random coarse thread small screw there. I would think we would have more of these. This is where I might have to look up the IPL. Okay. But for now, let's go ahead and get our coil on. If I can find both those bolts. I believe this is one coil bolt because of the washer that's on it. Okay. So, we're going to thread lock our coil bolt. I don't see another one with a washer on it, and I don't see another one this size actually, so that kind of concerns me. I know this is for the coil though, but I've got to find the other screw. Okay, I'm just going to set that in for now. I do not see that final screw anywhere. Oh, here we go, here it is. Okay. And then you can just take you a business card. I do have a special tool that sets the 20 thou air gap, but I don't know where it is right now. I really like it. It's nice and easy. I lost one and paid $10 for the new one, and I still haven't found the old one. And now the new one's missing. So I've been doing what a lot of guys do. Just use us a business card. Okay, on our coil here. Put your business card there and get your magnet against your coil. And that will give you your 20 thou air gap. And then snug these down, tighten them down, okay, evenly. Pull your business card out. And then we've got this little air shroud here that we've got to put in, okay. So that kind of just goes in its groove. It only goes one way. I believe this little random short screw is for it. That seems to work okay. And our recoil. I'm only doing this right now because I'm trying to figure out, oh yeah, that's the other thing, I'm missing the spring for our brake handle. So I believe that's going to be right here. That screw will go there. Okay, I believe. I thought I had another screw with a little, it's got a little thing on the end here, which again, don't know what that goes to. I don't think that's going to be a recoil screw. I'm looking and I think the recoil screws are going to be the same as the crankcase screws here. That seems a little long. Yeah, it is long. That's too long. Okay, so yeah, it sucks. It sucks when you don't have the right screws. I believe these will be our recoil screws here, but I only have one. Okay, there's our other coarse thread for our handle. Okay, because I believe we're going to have to do two coarse threads down here. Put this brace on. Okay, one there. That might be, no, that's not a recoil bolt. Well, it might be. So many screws. Don't know what's what. Okay. Now, we'll go ahead and put our chain catch on just to get that out of the way. That goes right here. Battery's dying on my drill. Okay, that goes there. And then we have our spike we can put on so it can bite us. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to eliminate as much hardware as possible. Okay, so I know what's what. Okay, that doesn't want to go in. There we go. And this one has a nut with it. Okay, it's an 8mm nut. So we'll get it started. And we can use our 8mm wrench to hold our nut. Okay, we do have to go backwards on our muffler, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Gotta go grab another battery. Oops, are you guys going? Shit. Everything's a mess. Shit, where are you guys going? Would you guys fucking stop doing that to me? Please? See, this is my life, neighbors. I'm just trying to bring you content, and I can't even get my fucking stand to work. This is my life, though. This is, just so you guys know, this is all day, every day. This kind of shit happens to me. All day, every day, and that's why I've not been doing a lot of footage, because I get fucking pissed off. I get infuriated. I really do. Because I try to be a decent guy, and I just don't understand why everything has to go this wrong for me. You know, it's just insane. Okay, let's clean this up. Okay, I do believe it's going to go... Let's see. I believe it will go that way. Nope, that's incorrect. So I believe it's going to have to go on like so. Okay. That seems correct. Just trying to see if it hits anywhere. It doesn't. It sets flush. So, try this again here. God damn it. See, my hands don't work. I can't feel. So, just can't even grab screws. I go to pick something up like 10 times before I realize that. Before I can finally get it fucking in my hand. It gets just overwhelming, you guys. Just unbelievably overwhelming. The amount of stress that it causes me. Frustration, infuriation, depression. The type of shit I have to go through with my luck. Just gets overwhelming. Okay. This all is taking me a long time, and at this point, honestly, it's not worth what I'm getting paid. I think STIHL should charge more for this job, honestly, than what the rate says. It's crazy to completely redo the saw. The rate that the dealer gets to charge STIHL is, to me, low. It's too low. I think it should be at least $100 more than what it is, honestly. At least, maybe even $200. Okay, but it is what it is. At least we're getting paid a decent amount. Okay. The mechanic's fair with me. When he subs out work to me, he takes care of me. Plus, like I said, he does give me a lot of parts that they would normally trash that I can refurbish and use, like carburetors sometimes. If they have a major issue with a carburetor, they don't rebuild it, they just replace it. Which makes sense, because the labor rate to rebuild it, the amount of extra time they have to put into it, and whatnots. Okay, I don't know that that's the right screw for right there. It seems like it's not tightened down all the way. So let's try this one and see what it does. That one tightened down all the way. This one doesn't seem to be, so it tightens up, but it just seems like it's not quite tight enough to me. So we'll Loctite it. An internal muffler bolt Loctite's not going to do you no good, but okay. Just trying to make sure I get Loctite on all my threads. Yeah, it seems like that wants to be a longer bolt for sure. I do believe it's supposed to be a longer one. I'm going to switch it. Problem is, I don't know for certain. I just don't know because everything was just disorganized. Nothing was marked. Because I'm looking at the cavity of how long that screw is in there, and it's pretty long. So we're going to give a longer screw a whirl, and I can see where it needs to come out. It won't come out, even this long one. So this should give us a better... Yeah, that's grabbing a lot better. Yeah, the cavity for it is really long, and so it's not even going to come out the back, this long screw. So I do believe that's the proper screw. Okay, So that would mean this is most likely a recoil screw. These two that I had, okay, because they're not going to be different lengths here on the muffler, they're going to be the same length. So go ahead and remove that. That's probably our recoil screws. Okay, go ahead and grab a longer one here. Alright. Where are we at on time on this one? 15 minutes. Yeah, we're already at 80 minutes for this job. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yep, 80 minutes already. And that doesn't include all the prep that's not on camera. Doesn't include the disassembly. So like I said, I don't think the rate for this one is high enough. I guess if you know the saw, maybe it would go together faster if I knew the saw, but still. I can't do nothing over here because I don't have this little spring right here, and I don't have my worm gear. So I'll have to see if I have those parts, and then the dealer will have to pay me for them. They'll have to replace them. Okay, so I do believe these are our recoil screws. Seems right to me. Here we are. That's a lot better. Okay. The recoil is thin, so it does grab a lot of thread. Now I'm trying to figure out what screw goes to this spring back here. Okay, I have this weird collared screw. I have no clue what this goes to. I haven't a clue, to be 100% honest. It appears we're missing something right here as well to our handle. It appears there's supposed to be something in there. But this is all the parts I have from the dealer. Here we go. I think this is the spring that goes in there. So it's gonna go like so. Oh no, that's one that goes there. But again, not knowing what hardware I'm supposed to use is making this difficult. I don't know what this goes to. It doesn't seem to fit in there. It seems to fit in there. Okay, that might be for there. But for this one, looks like we've got both fine threads. But again, I just don't know what screws are what, you guys. There is just not a lot to go by. I'm just missing shit. Okay, so that's there. That seems too small. It is perplexing. That seems like it might be right. Okay, let's see here. That seems like it'll be correct. Let's give it a whirl. So that's basically all I have left is these long ass screws. I don't know if that's correct. I think it's going to be too long and it's going to come out the other side. No, it does not. Okay, good. That's good, good, good. Okay. And I think that would be a short screw, but I think this is way too short for that. I don't know what this short screw is. Oh, that's the one I broke off. Okay. I don't know what this coarse thread screw is. Okay. Don't know. Trying to figure it out. Top one here is definitely not going to be one of those long screws. I think that's too long. But I don't have anything else left. I've got this little black screw. I have no clue what it goes to. Okay. Not a clue. Seems like there's a little clamp right here. There's something missing down in here. Right here. Oh shit, I didn't put my throttle on. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, I'm going to have to go backwards on that most likely. Yep, going to have to take my whole handle off to put our throttle in, unfortunately. So then I'm going to have to call the dealer and explain to him the parts I don't have. I'll have to look up a part number for our worm gear. And that'll pretty much be it, because we have to have that spring back there. If we don't have that, we're screwed. I'm sure I have one laying around somewhere, but it's going to be digging. So the final part of this video, you guys, will be we'll get it all put together, and then we'll see if it's going to be redeemed. Okay, so that'll be part 5, and it'll be a little bit shorter than the rest of these. So until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. My battle is I don't know this saw, and it came to me half apart. With the hardware not marked at all, and I think we're missing pieces. So I love you, neighbors, and until next time.